Again, my name is Richard, and I am from an island called Negros. And you said your name is Caroline,
Yep.
and where are you from?
France. I come from France.
France. A lot of people from France are going here.
Yep.
I have already met many people from
Yes.
France.
There is a lot of French people.
All right. Caroline, can you tell me about yourself and what you do? Can you tell me about yourself and what you do?
So I'm a student.
Uh huh.
I'm studying in social science,
Social science.
and I take a gap year this year to travel.
Uh huh.
So I'm here. I'm in Cambodia for 2 months,
2 months.
and I have my plane today. My flight.
Your flight tonight.
Yes.
Me too.
You really?
I'm going back home
Okay.
later. I have my flight is at 11 in the evening.
Okay. At 8.
So you are a student
Yep.
and you also travel.
I try.
Don't you have class now?
No, because I take a gap year, so during 1 year I don't have class.
I see. All right. Do you think we have been told the truth about the world in which we live in? Do you think we have been told the truth about the world in which we live in?
Sorry, I don't understand.
Do you think that the knowledge that we have from where we get our information from are all true? Do you trust the knowledge that you have learned since birth are all true?
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
Yes. I'm sorry, it's too difficult for me.
That's okay. No worries.
Okay.
Are you open to listening to something which is completely different from what we have known all our lives? Like on a scale of 1 to 10, how open are you to listening to something which contradicts what you already believe about the world?
Yeah.
Like on a scale of 1 to 10, how are you open to listening to new things?
Yes. I'm open-minded.
You're open?
Yes.
Like on a scale of 1 to 10?
What?
On a scale of 1 to 10, how open are you to listening to new things?
I don't know. 8.
8. Oh, music to my ears.
Huh?
That's music to my ears. Do you think the school system encourage critical thinking?
I think it depends in which country.
I see. Yeah, how about in France?
In France, I think we learn to think by ourselves, so we can develop.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how we say in English. A critical skills. You know?
Skills. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But I'm not sure it's the case in every country.
Uh-huh.
So.
So are you satisfied with what you have? Are you satisfied with what you have been taught in school?
Yes, I think maybe the only things is I think we have to learn more practical things than theoretical things. You see.
I totally agree with that.
In French,
Yeah.
in France, so I don't know how is it in your other country.
Uh-huh.
But for example, I also study in Belgium,
Uh-huh.
and it was totally different from France, and we see more practical things. So it's more easier to think about yourself. You understand? You don't understand.
Yeah.
No?
Just not really.
No.
So So, can you say that a little bit further?
Um, I just said that in French you learn a lot theory, you see, and in other country maybe, as in Belgium, you learn more practice, you know.
Practical.
Yes, so I think it's better to understand and to think by yourself.
So, is it fair to say that you can learn much better through experience? Is that what you mean?
Yes, I can.
Okay. In a world of lies, deceit, propaganda, media bias, do you think there's any chance that you could have been brainwashed?
Can you repeat, please?
In a world of lies, deceit, propaganda, media bias, do you think there's any chance that you could have been brainwashed?
Yes, maybe, but I think I also have the skills to think and to take, I don't know how to say in English, to take some distance with the things. You understand? You understand?
Not really.
I think we have the capacity to take distance from some things and things about ourselves. You see?
Yeah.
No, you don't see.
Do you understand the word brainwash? Brainwash?
Yes.
Okay. So do you think you could have been brainwashed also
By what?
by our surrounding? Like this world is full of lies, propaganda, deceit, media bias. Do you think there's any chance that you could have been brainwashed?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
But I say I see something, I heard something, but I can't think about this by myself. You understand?
I see. So there's no chance for you to be brainwashed.
Maybe, I don't know, but I think that I have the capacity to take distance. You understand?
I see. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you a different question now. A different question. I'm going to ask you a different question. This may be controversial, but anyway. What do you think the shape of the Earth is?
What?
What do you think the shape of the Earth is?
I don't know.
The shape. Triangle, square, circle, oblong, rectangle.
Can you? I don't know.
What do you think the shape of the Earth is? Yeah.
I don't know the shape.
You don't know the shape?
No.
Really?
I don't know the word in English.
I'm sorry?
This word in English I don't know.
But you do understand Earth.
Yes.
It's our world,
Huh?
right? This Earth.
Yes, but shape.
So what do you think the shape of the Earth is? Is it a square, triangle, shape, or heart, or like a star? The shape.
The shape of a cycle. No, I don't know this word. Sorry.
So you think it's circle?
The world.
Yeah, the Earth.
Yes.
Circle? Is it is it round? Round? Do you think the Earth is round?
Yeah.
Is it round like a ball or round like a dinner plate?
Like a ball.
Like a ball. And what made you say that? What made you say that Earth is like a ball?
Because I see this.
Hmm?
I learned this.
You have learned.
Yes. I have a lamp. A lamp. It's a big map.
Uh-huh.
One map. It's like this. So since I'm a child, I think the road is a ball.
I see. So you have learned this since you were at a very young age. Can you tell me the difference between science and a belief?
I think science there is proof.
Uh-huh.
Proof. Yes,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a word in
Uh-huh.
English. And believe it's more. How do you say in English? More. I have a word in French, but I don't know. Let me think.
Okay.
It's less concrete, you see.
Uh-huh.
You understand?
There's not proof.
Yes, but yes, it's less concrete. Okay.
Less. I'm sorry.
Concrete.
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 Okay.
In French, it's concret.
So, what is your number one proof that the Earth is a ball or a sphere?
My proof, it's my lamp.
Your
My lamp.
lamp?
You don't understand?
I don't
No,
understand.
I tell you, when I was a child, I had a lamp. Okay.
Lamp.
A lamp
It light.
with light.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and it was a big world.
Big ball.
Yes, it was Earth. Okay, you see?
see.
So it's my prime number
So it's
number one.
so you do have a lamp that looks like a ball Earth.
Yes, like the world. It's a big map. You see, a map like this.
Uh-huh.
It's a light. You know?
It lights up inside.
Hmm?
But you can turn this ball around,
Yes.
right? So basically, it's a globe that is also a lamp.
Yeah.
I see.
So it's my prof number one.
That's your number one proof. Okay. Do you think that proof that you have, which is the lamp globe Earth, is that considered as science or belief?
I think there are proof, but I don't know this proof. So for me, maybe it's a belief because I don't have something to
You don't have an evidence.
explain.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Can I suggest to you that there are no actual photographs of Earth from space?
Mhm.
Can I suggest to you that there are no actual photographs of Earth from space? There are no real pictures of Earth from space?
Mhm. Yes, maybe.
Yes. I have been trying to research about this for almost 2 years already, and I haven't found any real or authentic photographs of Earth from space. Haven't seen one, and since then it's been hard for me to think Earth be a ball. I have been we have been taught this way since we were at a very young age, and we totally accepted it. And since then, we have never really questioned it. If you try to Google, if you try to search some pictures of the Earth from space in Google, you can only see CGIs, like computer generated images, cartoons, artist rendered, composites, so they're not real. They're just made up. So there's no actual photographs of Earth from space. Robert Simon, he's AKA Mr. Blue Marble of NASA. He creates the pictures of the ball Earth every year, and he admits that those were all photoshopped. Is there aside from your lamp, which is like a globe, do you have a better proof so we can say the Earth is a ball?
But I don't have proofs.
Uh-huh.
I say it's belief because it's a belief because me, I don't have proof. I'm not a scientist,
Uh-huh.
so, and I don't learn about this, so I don't have proof.
What were you reading, by the way? What were you reading?
It's Le Guide Michelin,
Cambodia and Laos, I think.
Cambodia and Laos.
Yeah. In France, you call Cambodia as Cambodge.
Cambodia.
And this is about nature,
Landscape.
landscapes.
Paysage, landscape.
What do you study again? Social science? So,
It's a lot of sociology.
sociology. So, can you tell me the best things you learned so far about sociology?
Oh, it would be too difficult in English for me.
Can you name one thing that you like about what you're getting from school?
From school?
Or from what you're trying to learn?
I like school. I like when you have a question or something like this, and you have to think about this, you understand, and to create your own opinion.
Yeah.
And it's what I like high school.
Yes. It's like exercising your brain.
Yep.
Nice picture in there.
It's Tonle Sap.
Sorry?
Tonle Sap. You know? You just saw the river.
Yeah. Let's go back to my questions. Have you seen the curvature of the horizon so you can say the Earth is a sphere?
Can you repeat this?
Is there an evidence that the horizon is bending? You know the horizon, like
Horizon.
yeah.
Okay. Is
Have you seen the horizon that is bending, curving? So
do you think the Earth is a plate?
I don't know what's the shape. I don't know what is the shape of all land there is, but the surface of our known Earth is composed of about 70 to 80% water, and the rest is land. And the physical nature of water is to always find its level. Water seeks its level. So how can we be on a ball?
I don't know.
Do you think we are on a ball? Do you think we are on a ball?
I don't know, and I think I can't know.
You can't answer yet?
No, I can't answer.
That's it. I understand. we can see the sun, right? How far do you think it is, and how big is it? The sun. How far, and how far do you think the sun is, and how big is it?
Okay. The kind of number I learned at school,
Okay.
but that I don't remember.
Mainstream.
But I think the sun is really really bigger than Earth, but I don't know how many I can.
Mainstream science is telling us that the sun is 93 million miles away, and is about 400 times the size of the
Okay,
Earth.
So really bigger.
400 times the
Yeah.
size of the Earth. So you think that is true? And you think the sun is larger than the Earth? And is it really so very far away? Is the sun so very far away, and is it really big,
Yeah.
bigger than the Earth?
Yeah.
What if I say to you that the sun is so much smaller compared to our known Earth?
Why? How do you know this?
Have you seen the angles of the sun rays? The sun rays. Have you seen the angles of the sun rays as it passes through the clouds, spreading out on just a very small portion of the Earth's surface?
I don't understand.
I mean, if you trace up the rays of the sun upwards, if you trace up the rays of the sun upwards, you should notice them converging to a certain point, and that gives you an idea of how big it is and how far it is. The sun, I say the sun is just right above the clouds.
Maybe, but I'm not sure.
I would like to show you a picture. Show you a picture of the. This is what I mean. Is it clear enough? So the angles of the sun rays are passing through the clouds, and it's spreading out on just a very small portion of the Earth's surface, right? And if mainstream science is telling us that the sun is so much bigger, like 400 times the size of the Earth, and it is so very far away, 93 million miles away, then this should not happen. The angles of the light rays should hit us parallel. But as you can see, it's like this one. It shows that the sun is just localized. It's small and can only light up a small portion of the Earth's surface.
But because there are clouds,
Yeah?
so I don't understand.
I mean,
There are clouds and there are some space between clouds, so the sun passes here, no?
Let me show you a different picture. But anyway, it's okay. I mean, if you trace up the rays of the sun, the rays of the sun, if you trace up the rays of the sun upwards, you should notice them converging to a certain point. And that gives you an idea of how far is it and how big is it. It is. The sun and the moon cannot appear like spotlights on a very small portion of the Earth's surface if they weren't much smaller and much closer. And spotlights cannot extend its reflection towards you on a curved water. If mainstream science tells us that the sun is 93 million miles away and is about 400 times the size of the Earth, then the sun rays should hit us parallel. Do you know the word parallel?
The same in French.
Yeah. And if the sun is so big and so far away, then the sun rays should not appear in angles. It should light up directly. Right? Have you gone to do you know the Bolivian salt flats? The Bolivian in Bolivia, the Bolivian salt flats, or what they call Salar de Uyuni. You know that? It's like a wide area, about 4,000 square miles of flat water. Because when it rains, it gathers water for about 2 inch, like 2 inch, and it's a wide area, so it becomes like a mirror reflecting the sky above. If the Earth is bending, if water is bending, it would warp up the reflection of the sky above, right? So that means there's no curvature, it's not bending. This is a very wide area, which is not less than 4,000 square miles.
Yep.
Like a airplane would have to constantly dip its nose all the time. If not, it would find itself at over 80,000 feet in just half an hour, and soon it'll be floating around in outer space. Like if this is a ball, Earth, and this is an airplane, it would try to dip its nose down all the time. But what happens is, in reality, the airplanes do not do that. They just fly straight. But if the Earth is a ball, then they have to constantly dip their nose down, or else in just half an hour it will find itself at over 80,000 feet, and soon it will be floating around in outer space.
I try to imagine a plane, and it's a ball. Maybe the plane is like this.
If this is the ball, and if the plane is traveling at its side, then the
Like
position
this?
as a plane is should be like this, not like this, right? Did you know that nobody have circumnavigated north to south? Did you know that nobody have circumnavigated from north to south?
No, I did not.
And nobody can go to North Pole, and nobody can easily get into Antarctica.
Why?
Because like in 1950s there's this Antarctic treaty where more than 50 nations have signed in, so that they can I mean the more than 50 countries have signed to this Antarctic treaty, so people cannot so they cannot allow people to go there. So nobody have tried circumnavigating if the Earth is a ball, nobody have tried to circumnavigate like this or this. People have only circumnavigated the globe like this way, but not this way. From east to west or west to east, people have done that countless of times already, but no one has ever tried circumnavigating the ball Earth.
But yes, but in this side it's also a ball.
Yeah,
You think it's
if it's a ball.
yes, but you say something I've already do this.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
But never this. Okay?
Yes, yes.
So in this,
Hmm.
it's like a ball to do something like this.
Well, you can also circumnavigate on a flat surface.
Hmm?
You can also circumnavigate on a flat surface, like
Yes, but it could be like this.
I
You know, on a way and on another way, but the same way.
um, I can just I can just go around where you're at, right?
Hmm?
If you are here, I can just go around where you are at, right? So that means it can be both. It can be done both on a sphere and on a flat surface. You know, you understand what I mean? Yeah. Also, commercial airlines have ridiculous flight paths. Commercial airlines, they do have ridiculous flight paths on a globe,
Yeah.
while it makes more sense on a flat surface. Like, why should a plane traveling from Indonesia to LA make an emergency landing at Alaska?
I don't understand.
There's this one incident that happened where a plane coming from Indonesia going to LA. There's a passenger, a lady who's about to give birth, so they had to make an emergency landing. And what's weird is that instead of going back to Indonesia, because that's the shortest way to have an emergency landing, they didn't. What they did is they went to Alaska, which is on the globe is much further away than LA. But why did they made an emergency landing at Alaska? You know what? There's this. There are many. I stay away from models, but there are many models of the maps, flat Earth maps. Like they use this in World War II. Alaska is just in the way from Indonesia going to LA, so that's why they made an emergency landing at Alaska. It's a straight line. Unlike the globe map where some of the lands are like the same size as a continent. Like on the globe, the size of Greenland is almost the same size as Africa on the globe, right? Greenland is just a country, and Africa is so big. But on the globe, they look almost the same size. On a flat Earth map, the size of Africa is so much bigger compared to Greenland. I stay away from models, but I find the flat Earth map to be more accurate compared to the globe. I'm guessing that you have learned the Earth to be a ball since you were at a very young age, and since then you have never questioned it until now. Is this the first time for you to encounter this kind of questioning since a very long time
No,
ago?
I don't think so.
Have you tried questioning about the shape of the Earth before? Or when was the last time you have tried to question the shape of the Earth?
3 days ago.
3 days ago?
Yes, I was in Mondulkiri, you know?
In?
Mondulkiri in the east of Cambodia.
Uh-huh.
And I do a trek.
Uh-huh.
And the guide of the trek,
Uh-huh.
on the night there is a lot of stars in the sky.
Uh-huh.
And he was 22 years old, so like as me. And he had a lot of questions about the sky and the stars. And
Really?
Yes.
Really?
And he know nothing about this, so he threw that during the night,
Uh-huh.
during sunset,
Uh-huh.
the sun enter in a room, stay in the room during the night, and come back in another side. You understand?
Not really. The last part I didn't understand.
The guide thinks he learned
I learned
by his grandfather. That
from where?
his grandfather told him.
Can you say that again?
Grandfather.
Run faster.
No, grandfather. Father.
Faster?
Father. Grandmother.
Grandmother.
Grandfather.
Grandfather.
Okay.
Okay.
So his grandfather told him.
Told him.
Yes, told him. So the guide that the sun.
The sun.
When it's sunset,
Uh-huh.
the sun go in a room. Okay, you see? So it's the Earth. The sun is like this, or the day is like this. When it's sunset, he enter in a room. Okay, so it's a room here. You understand? And after,
That's weird.
in the morning, the guy really thinks about this, and he thinks that it's the sun will turn around. You understand? You turn around, and so he go in a room, and when we explain him,
Are you saying the sun is going in a room or around?
a room,
A room.
A room.
Like a room.
yes, a room like in the house.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
around the sun turn around, and after go in a room. Okay.
The sun is going in the room.
Yes.
That's why
The
it's.
house, okay? He really thinks about this.
Really?
And when we explained him that it's not like this, he was really shocked and shocking. And after he didn't know that when it's night in Cambodia, it's a day in France, in Europe, you know. And it was really it was crazy.
He had
for
no
him.
idea?
No idea. And he have a lot of questions, like if the star
Uh,
was here on the day or not, or just the night. So maybe sorry. he asked just if during the day there is star in the sky and we don't see, or if the star just come during the night. So many questions like this that it was crazy to.
he's already a grandfather,
Mhm.
and he had no knowledge about what the school was teaching about
Yeah. So
everything.
Yeah. So it's belief.
So it's just a belief then. And he believes that the sun, when the sun doesn't show up, he thinks that the sun is hiding inside a room.
This is crazy.
It's the first time it's the first time I heard of that
Yeah.
thought.
But he live in a really small village in the mountain, you see. So
Where exactly?
in Mont de Curie, so it's.
It's here in
Yes, in
Cambodia.
Cambodia. It's a province.
Let's see. That's funny.
So during this night, he learned a lot.
Yeah.
So when he go to sleep, he has the head like this because he only the news for him.
That's really funny of him. And by the way, what do you think is way up there beyond the sky? What do you think is up there beyond the sky?
Space, stars.
Like the so-called outer space?
Like what?
Like the so-called outer space? Outer space? Space?
Yes, space.
Outer space, you mean?
Outer space.
Like what do you mean by space?
Space for me is all which is outside of the earth. So you see there is space and earth is a part of space.
So what's in the space?
Stars.
Stars,
Planets.
planets,
And dark.
and darkness.
Yeah.
Do you think so? Do you have any? Can you show me any proof or evidence of the so-called planets?
I don't have. I'm not scientist, so I just learn.
So
And
it's a
I
belief
don't
then?
have- yes, as I said before, I don't have proof because it's just what I learned
Huh?
without proof. We say, there is 9 planets.
Uh-huh.
So yes, I learned there is 9 planets.
Yes. So we have been
8,
told.
9.
Yeah. Did you know that there are no actual or real photographs of a planet?
There is because 2 years ago I had a class, an option class. It was astrology.
Telescope?
No, an option class. So it
Class.
was class, a lesson. You see?
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
class.
In the school?
Yes, in school we could choose another field. I learned social science, but this year I could choose another class. Okay, you understand? An option.
An option.
Okay. And I choose astronomy.
Astronomy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was in. I don't have the one French. In planetarium in French you say planetarium is the same?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And we see the guy show us many pictures of Mars.
Of Mars.
Yes, there is a robot. A robot on Mars.
Really?
And take pictures.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So there is picture of planets.
Do you think that picture is real?
Yes.
You don't think it's just cartoons?
I don't know, really.
Or- yeah.
It was really pictures.
Because I've been trying to search about this, or I've been trying to research about this, and so far I haven't seen any real photographs of a so-called planet.
If you want, you can. If you want, you can give me your email address, and I can send you because I have in my laptop.
Sure.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
If I mean, what they show us in their pictures, like in textbooks, in school textbooks, or encyclopedias, like the pictures of Mars is I mean, they're just composites or artist rendered. They're not real. They're just computer generated images.
I see real pictures.
Yeah. If you take a look at a planet through a good telescope, what you should see is so much different compared to what they show us in their
No,
pictures.
and I also see planets.
Yeah.
Because sometimes during the year
Mhm.
there is a moment you can see planets. And when I was in the plan 2 months ago, I see Mars. Really?
Yeah. But did you? But what? You used the telescope, right?
No, I was in the plan, so I don't have telescope.
So how?
You see, sometimes
It's just a picture.
no, I see in the sky. You see, sometimes when there is
So
some.
it's just like a star.
Yes, but I see it was Mars. You see, you can see the planet. I know in France there is some moment in the year. It depends. You can see the 2 or 3 planets sometimes.
You have seen Mars through a picture, or
No, in the sky.
In the sky.
Yes.
And what? Can you describe what you see?
I see a ball.
A ball, really?
No, I see. You see.
Or is it just like a star?
A circle. You see?
What did you use a telescope?
No, but really, you don't see. You never see.
I can sometimes see Venus, but I can only see it as a star, not like a planet.
But no, you can. It's not bigger. You can see. Oh, I see. You understand? It's very so far.
So-
but it's bigger than you can. For example, when I look the sky, there is a lot of stars. I can say, oh, I see this star. You understand? But you can see these forms. You understand?
So how can you see it as a round thing if you don't have a telescope?
But because it's bigger, I don't know. But in the sky, you can distinguish. Okay, you see all the sky. There is a lot of stars, and you can see in the star one, and you can see it's a
You
planet.
must have a very
No, but really,
good.
I think we can see every time, but there is, but we can't see because we have maybe a telescope. But there is some day.
There are some days.
Someday, but it depends. It's not the 2 and 3rd November. You see, and you can see some planet, but you have to be in a place. You understand? If you are in your city or in your apartment, you will don't see. You understand? But it's true, really. You understand or not?
What I'm confused is that how can you see the Mars as a round thing?
But it just with my eyes, so it's so far, so I can't tell it's a losange or something maybe. You understand?
So,
It's so far away. So
uh-huh. So
So
it's just
when-
like a light in the sky.
yes, a light, and with my eyes I wish something round, but it's because it's far. You
Uh-huh.
understand? So
Uh-huh.
it's not something like a star. A star for me, you don't see if it's around because you see the light.
Uh,
You understand or not?
I understand.
And a planet is not
Uh-huh.
like this. When
if
you understand?
yes,
Ah no.
uh-huh.
I will show you because no. Okay.
If you take a look at them, like the Mars, the so-called Mars, if you look at the Mars with a good telescope, what you should see is so much different compared to what they show us in pictures.
I don't know. I think just desert. Desert. How do you say in English? Desert.
This is interesting. I'm going to check like a picture of Mars through a telescope. Planet Mars. So these are the images of is it what you have seen? This is what they say is Mars. Did you see this using your own eyes only?
Just I can't see this, but I can see something right. You understand?
Do you think these pictures are real?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, they look like cartoons, right? They look like
Computer.
computer generated images. There's no actual photographs of Mars.
See, I have photography of Mars.
Really?
But
Can you show me?
No, I have my laptop, but it's something like this. You know, it's not
It's not.
a picture. It's picture on the planet.
I see.
Okay?
Like this.
Yes, like this.
Like when you are on.
Yes.
Yeah, on that planet.
Yes.
Like, I see. And do you think that it's real?
But I don't. I don't understand why it would be not real. Why? Okay, so if the Earth is not a ball, if there is no planet, or I don't know why we learn like this, we don't have any interest to learn like this. So it's my question.
So you're trying to ask why are we being told that Earth is a ball? And can you say the question again in your own words? Can you rephrase your question?
I just ask you if the Earth is not a ball. If there is no other planet or no space, I don't know what you want. But why we learn about this? So just we have no interest. You understand?
Yeah.
So
why they?
if it's not true, why we learn? You understand?
So
what I want
what
to
is
say?
what is the reason why they taught this to us?
Yes. That's my question.
I see.
I think it's true because I can't understand why we learn about this if it's not true. You understand? So for me there is no reason to tell this if it's not true. You understand? There is a reason.
do you have any proof that the Earth is a sphere?
No, I don't have proof, but
Uh-huh.
just I tell that there. I think it's true because there's. Why?
Uh-huh.
Why? If it's not true, okay, I understand it's not
Uh-huh.
true. So my question is, why we learn about this if it's not true?
I say it's about control.
The control about what? It changed nothing in my life. It's there is other planet or no. I will never go in another planet. Okay, you see. I can go in Cambodia, but I
Uh-huh.
can't go in Mars. So, so it changed nothing in my life.
Uh-huh.
You understand? So why control about this?
Most people say it doesn't matter what the shape of the Earth is, whether it be a triangle, square, circle, or whatever. But I say we as humans should explore as far as we can, and not being contained in just one spot and being enslaved by parasites who doesn't want us to find out about their agenda. Who knows, there could be more land out there, or maybe there's something in the center of this world that we have to know of. If for instance we live on that small leaf right over there, the green one. For instance, that is our world. And we have been taught all of our lives that it's all what there is. Do you think that would be acceptable and justifiable?
Can you repeat this?
If for instance we live on that small leaf right over there, and we have been taught all our lives that it's all what there is, do you think that would be acceptable or justifiable?
Yes, maybe.
Should be unfair. It's like I'll give you another example. If if you were born in a prison, and you've been there all your life, and what everybody is saying to you that this is all what there is. There's nothing outside. Do you think that would be acceptable or justifiable?
No, not really.
Because the globe Earth deception restricts us to value our common sense, and to me it matters when we are told lies, especially when they teach that to our children. Who knows? There could be more land out there. So,
But
what do you think of
There is already
Uh-huh.
many things to see in our Earth. So we have to see before and go out there.
Yeah.
No, you see, it's not if we were in a prison because it's. I don't know how to say it, but
Uh-huh.
we are small things
Uh-huh.
in the big
Uh-huh.
environment. So I don't understand why we
Uh-huh.
why someone, I
Well-
don't know who, someone wants we.
Uh-huh.
It's so difficult for me to speak about this in English. Want we see a way.
Uh-huh.
You understand? I don't understand of them. Just
Well,
like that.
I say with that we are being contained. So we
Yes, but why? For which reason and by who?
like NASA spends over 19 billion dollars every year. Now imagine that amount, how that amount can help. NASA spends 19 billion dollars every year, so it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And they just provide us with fake pictures, and they make us believe that Earth is a ball. when there's no actual proof.
Yeah, but why? For which reason? It's my question. It's
Your
okay.
question?
Okay, so maybe there is no proof. Okay, but what is the goal to learn about this?
Let's say the Earth is flat.
Hmm?
If this is the Earth, and we are just very tiny,
Mm-hmm. What?
and mainstream science is telling us that it's a ball. So we are thinking that it's a ball. We have nowhere to go, but there could be more land outside.
Yes, but if we want to go here and here and
Yeah.
here and here, why we can't?
Hmm?
So why we can't?
There's this Antarctic treaty.
Say, what? It's control. Okay, it's control. But what is the reason? What is the reason of this control?
I will show you a model. Okay.
Huh?
Yes, of the
what?
Earth. I will show you a model of the Earth. I'm not saying this is accurate, but this is the best so far I've found. Okay. This is it. It's a different map,
Mm-hmm.
but it's Earth.
Yes, okay. No, I understand what you say. Okay. But my question is, if this, okay, if it's true, okay, it's cool.
Hmm.
But why? Why we learn?
Why they're trying to make us believe that
Yes.
we are
it's
on
my
the ball?
question.
There could be more land outside,
Yes. Okay. Good.
and 50 plus countries have signed up to this Antarctic treaty that nobody can.
Yes. Okay. I
If that's
understand. But what is the goal of this treaty?
To make us, they want to contain us in this spot
Why?
only,
Why? It's my question.
so they can use us.
So you can use us. For what?
Like they want us to work our jobs,
But we can.
trying to chase money.
Yes, but if it's for example, okay, you live in France, so you can't go in Belgium to work. You know?
Yeah.
No, but we can go in Belgium to work. We can go in Cambodia to work. We can go
Yeah.
everywhere to work. So
Yeah, but
I don't see.
mainstream is saying is trying to tell us that this is all what there is, and there's nothing outside.
Yes, I understand, but why? For example, you can. For example, Africa. Africa is alone, okay?
Africa is,
Yes,
I think this one.
Yes, I know. So Africa can, all country in Africa can sign a treaty.
Yeah,
say?
Antarctic.
To say there is nothing, you can go in the sea and you see.
Yeah.
I don't understand why just this part and you understand my question because it's difficult for me to explain.
Do you think Antarctica is a continent? Antarctica. In this model, Antarctica is not a continent. There is no South Pole. This is Antarctica, which is surrounding the Earth, and there's no. I mean, nobody has ever gone past outside.
Yes, but I understand what you say. Okay.
Okay.
And okay, maybe it's true. I have no problem with this. My question is just I don't understand why we learn for the food if it's true. Okay, why we learn about this? It's control or something like this. I don't think so because I don't see what is the goal. You understand?
Really?
It's just this it's what I think it's not true because for me there is no goal
No goal?
to do this. You understand?
Um, like like uh, like a group of horses inside an electric fence. Um, they're afraid to go out because they are being they'll get electrocuted when they try to pass to even touch the wall because
No, I think it was like this maybe
uh-huh.
100 years old. So I don't know, but
If so even if I mean once the horses are afraid of getting near the fence because they get electrocuted in there. So if you are going to turn off the electricity on that fence, horses will not try to get out through the fence because they think that they'll be electrocuted, even though you have already turned off the electricity. So this is like the same thing to us. People are afraid to know the nature of the world, which is not a ball. People are being brainwashed to think the Earth is a ball, so they cannot get out, and they just continue on doing the same boring things they try to do every day.
no. Really, I don't think so. Okay, I have no problem, but it's just because yes, I don't understand why, what and who and why do this. You understand? Do this, learn, teach this. Okay. So who and why would teach this if it's not true? Okay. So it's just about this I don't understand, and we don't do boring thing every day, as you say, because we have a very big earth to explore. So for me, there is so many things to do.
Yes, that's
so
that's right.
I'm not in my at work. You see, so it's not a prison. You understand?
Yeah.
You're quite
Sometimes
free, so
there are people that are fortunate that can do things, but there are
but you can
so
do
many
things.
people who are suffering.
Yes, I know, but even if you can, even if you have not enough money to
No problem.
to go away, there is so many things, so many how do you say pleasure.
Yeah.
You see, even if I'm at home or I'm not in Cambodia, I don't know. I'm not on a boring life. How do you say? You understand?
Yeah.
So it's not because the earth is a ball or a flat. You say?
Well,
really, I don't understand.
to me it matters because, unlike many people, say it doesn't matter what the shape of the Earth is, right? Whether it be a triangle, square, circle, rectangle, or whatever. But what I say, we as humans should explore as far as we can, and not being contained in just one spot, and being enslaved by these parasites who doesn't want us to find out about their agenda. Who knows? There could be other people to meet outside.
Yes,
right?
maybe. But but there also other people to meet in our Earth.
Right.
So it's why I don't understand. So why we can travel
Like,
in our planet and not outside? You understand?
like,
So okay, maybe there is more
like,
and more.
do you just want to stay inside your house all your life?
Hmm?
Do you just want to stay inside your house all your lives? All your life?
House?
House, your,
No,
or do you just want to stay inside your room all of your life?
no.
Okay. Do you just want to stay inside your country all of your
But
life?
many people stay inside her country, his country.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So and we can see other thing. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
But so why I can go in Cambodia
Uh-huh.
and why I can't go outside? You understand?
Uh-huh.
So why there is. You understand that
Borders?
it's really difficult
Uh-huh.
for me to speak
Uh-huh.
about this.
Uh-huh.
But okay, I don't stay in my room, I don't stay in my house, I
Uh-huh.
don't stay in my country
Uh-huh.
because I can go outside, okay?
Uh-huh.
So why someone why they should be sorry, it's too difficult. Why they should have something outside the earth and I can go, okay? So if I can go everything I want in this earth, if I have money, of course.
So you do not need, you don't have to go outside. Is that your point?
No, it's not. I don't
You
have.
don't want to go outside.
It's just why I can't go outside if there is something outside. Why I can go outside? Okay, so I can go everything I want.
Yeah. It's a really
in the earth. So why? It's my question. So you
Yeah.
say there is maybe something. Okay, there is maybe. I believe you.
Yeah.
Okay, but
I
my
want to know
question,
too.
Okay, so imagine if there is something. Okay, there is.
Uh-huh.
I'm okay.
Uh-huh.
But I don't think so because I don't understand why we can't go, okay?
Uh-huh.
It's just my question.
Is it?
If there is a reason,
Uh-huh.
which explain this,
Uh-huh.
okay, I say okay. I don't know if the earth is a ball or is a plate, okay? But there is no reason from me, so you understand what I say?
So you're trying to ask why these countries don't want us to get past Antarctica.
Yes, it's my question. If yes,
Yeah,
my question.
that's a big question, and until now nobody has ever. There's this one person. But I'm not sure about I'm not sure how true this is, but there's this one person. His name is also Richard, like me. Richard. No. He's Richard. His so his name is Admiral Richard E. Byrd. He's an admiral. He's from the World War II, and he's an explorer. He tried going outside, and this person went on live TV in the 1960s, I think, and or 1950s, and he's saying that there's land beyond Antarctica, which is like a continent, which is as big as the continent of America, and there's lots of resources out there. And then after after he said that on a live TV broadcast, then suddenly we had this Antarctic treaty that all other countries signed into this Antarctic treaty, so no one can ever go beyond Antarctica again. So it's really weird. I think they're trying to hide something, and they don't want us to go out. Isn't it weird that we are being taught that Earth to be a ball since like we are at a very young age when we don't even know how to write our name or even tie our shoe. We don't know how to write our name. But they try to teach us that the Earth is a ball. Isn't that weird? We don't even know how to tie our shoe, but the ball Earth thing is much more complicated, and they try to teach that to us at a very young age. Do you think it's acceptable to teach to children that it is a ball?
I'm not sure we learn before to do our shoes.
Yeah, like we don't even know how to write our name, but they teach that to us.
No, I just think it's. I don't think we learn about this at school, okay? At this little age, okay? I think I learned this in my family, you know, so in my environment, not at school, okay? Maybe at school it's when you I don't know, maybe 30 years old, I don't know, but I think we learn this, how we learn to eat, you know, something like this. So in your family, you understand? You understand? So nobody teach me at 4 years old, Caroline, there is the planet is a ball, okay? So it's just in my environment, you understand?
Yeah, I see. So you have learned the Earth to be a ball by yourself?
Not by myself, but with my family, you understand? So not at school, the world is the ball, you understand?
Everything in your surrounding has contributed to make you think the Earth is a ball. Everything around you has contributed to make you think the Earth is a ball. Like in the movies as well, right?
Oh yes, when I was a child, I don't watch many movies, so I don't think it was.
Yeah.
No, not movies, but yes, my family and maybe books.
What do you think of this question so far? What do you think about this question so far?
Which question?
Is the Earth really a ball? What do you think of this question?
As I said, I'm okay to think about this. It's interesting, but just I don't understand why. I said
why the authorities are trying to hide something from us.
So for this reason, I think.
But
I think the Earth is a ball, and I think there is nothing outside. Okay. Just because I can't find a reason, a real reason. From the contrary, okay? You understand? So.
Do you think it's fair that things are being hidden from us? Do you think it's fair to have the things hidden to us?
No, I don't think so.
All of these governments are trying to hide something to us. They don't want us to know what's outside.
Yeah, but I don't think so because. Sorry. Yes, no, I don't understand why. Maybe some years ago, I don't know, 100 years ago. Okay, maybe I don't know how many times, but maybe. But I think now it's not the question, okay? So there is nothing to hide or you understand? From me there is no reason. So
No reason to go out
No reason to hidden something.
to hide something
Hidden.
from us.
Yes.
Really?
Yes, really.
Like
No, I just see. I was volunteer and I see another volunteer. Okay.
you're a volunteer
Yes, in a school.
in where?
In a school, in a village.
I see.
And she was also volunteer. Okay. Yep. So, yes, maybe. No, not maybe. I don't think so. Not because I don't believe this or something like this,
Uh-huh.
but just because I'm afraid, but just because I can't understand and I don't
Uh-huh.
understand
Uh-huh.
why. And who, because there is
Who's
some-
trying?
Yes,
Who is trying to hide us?
yes, and why? That's my question. So if you have the answer, you can call me and tell me. Okay. But with that reason, I can't understand, so I can't believe. It's
yeah.
okay, you understand?
Yeah.
But yes, it's interesting.
Maybe they're trying to hide the free energy from us. Free energy. Because if you can see, as we can see, everything around us doesn't operate on a sustainable way, right? Like money is not sustainable. We're not. That's the reason why there's famine in many places. We are kind of fortunate that we can eat, but other people are so unfortunate and they're dying. If the governments are not trying to hide the reality that we are living on a flat plane, then these hungry people can just go out and find their nourishment somewhere.
Yes, okay, but I think they can't go out because they can't actually go in another country to find a better
Yeah.
situation. So how they
Yeah.
can go out the earth? That's my question. But sorry, but I have
to go now? Okay.
Yes, because I have some.
Do you ever go? Do you ever go onto YouTube?
Huh?
Do you ever go onto YouTube?
Go?
YouTube.
Yes, YouTube. I understand, but
Can I recommend one video for you to watch regarding this subject?
yeah.
Okay. It is called. Would you like to write this down? Would you like to type this down? The title of this video. I'm going to recommend two videos for you. Okay. First one is 200 proofs. 200 proofs the Earth is not a spinning ball.
Okay.
And the other one is what did you write, by the way?
200 proves the Earth is not a spinning ball.
Like it's not a spinning ball. And the other one is the history of flat Earth.
The history of.
Flat Earth. Both videos are from Eric Dubay. Eric Dubay. On the first video, you don't need to watch all 200 proofs of it right away.
They really 200?
Yeah, the maker of that video just made 200, but if he wants to, if he likes, he can make more than 200. There's so much proof to show that the Earth is not a spinning ball, and you should see in that video 200 proofs the Earth is not a spinning ball, and you don't need to watch all of them right away. You can maybe just watch 10 of it, and it'll give you a spark about the nature of the world in which we live in. Right?
Okay.
Alright, and thanks for the interview.
Thank you.
And it's been nice to meet you, Caroline.
Yes, it's
Okay.
me.
I sometimes do forget about names, but I remembered your name.
Okay. Thank you. It was interesting.
Have a nice day, Caroline.
Thank you. You too. Bye.
Bye bye.